All right, we got to figure out what to do here. We got a lot of games over here. Um, I'd like to just have radios here. The problem with this is, where do I put this CD changer? If I could put it maybe over in there in the corner and just get really long RCA cables, that would probably solve some of my problems. They're very, very long. They're not short. You have the 300 and a 200. I think they even made a 500. I've got a couple of 300s and 200s, and they usually have these belts that go bad, and you could just like literally buy a pack of rubber bands from Walmart and repair them, or you can spend like $15 on some rubber bands on eBay. But we need to get just kind of like move the stereo stuff where it's out of the way. We don't need a ton of stereo stuff. The problem is, like I said, the changer is so deep it won't actually sit on these shelves. You can see it would hang off pretty far. Maybe we could do something like get a piece of wood and cut a piece of wood to put it on there. I'm not really I don't really care about the turntable. It is hooked up. I've got like one record that I listen to, which is the Van Halen one, from 1978. That's about it. So I have a ton of CDs, and they just sit in here and play. I don't even turn on the music out here every day, so I don't know. Here's an interesting piece I found. It's a speaker switch, but it's really an odd speaker switch because there's a channel here and a channel here, and then apparently there's two more here. But what they do is they share a common ground or something. When you open it up, none of it makes sense the way it's wired up. And they're like a bunch of them are sharing common grounds. They're not isolated. But it's a speaker switch, and I guess maybe off AliExpress or something. I don't really think I'm probably going to use it soon, but it will be nice when I do need it. The other thing is this TV is up too high, and so like you see all the glare. If you sit back here and try and play, it's hard to see. I've got another one over here. That one's a little easier to use, but actually I usually just play right here. I've got some stuff set up here, but anyway, the games I need to go stack them someplace else. I don't know. I don't think this is a good place for them. These power supplies, boy, I don't really know what to do with them. This one it used to use for a lab supply because it was adjustable. Although meters aren't real accurate on these. It's what is it? It's a 12 amp. It's actually not even 12. It's just see, there's a bead of solder. Yeah, sure is. Astron power supplies are pretty cool. They're good to have. I picked up this one like really cheap from the thrift store. Is it 20? I don't know. I think it would pretty much run just about anything you wanted. I do have some Samlex switchers, and I do have some like other types of power supplies that I usually use these. I reserve them for things that don't have any complicated circuitry. Like I've got one right here to run the diesel heater, which we're going to be needing to use pretty soon. It's getting cold. So I want to declutter this area and get it to where like I can actually do stuff. I might put the one of these other radios in place of something else. I really need to be using this 1000. I know my friend Dave wants to buy it, but I don't think so. I just don't think I can sell it. Not that I wouldn't sell it to Dave, but I just don't know. This one here, I wish they would have made it look like the 1000 on the display, as far as just keep it normal like that. This weird design there is not, like, I don't really care for it. But this is a pretty underrated radio for sure. Mine was off frequency a little bit when I got it, and I think that's why the guy sold it. So The guy I got it from was like almost like 92 years old or something, and him and his wife had bought this. Actually, this was like her radio, and I guess she was the smart ham in the family, but she passed away a few years ago, and so this was basically her old radio that she used for CW. It's loaded with INRAD filters. It's got them in each side, the daughter boards, and then there's a switch on the bottom here that you flip, and it just cascades the filters. It doesn't really do much. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money for nothing. But anyway, it's really a neat radio. Doesn't have any handles on it. Doesn't have any feet on it. I don't know if they had optional like carry kit. I don't think so, because there's like nothing on it. It's one of these kind of legacy type of radios. It's pretty awesome. So, and then we've got the 102s. I just really need to just regroup and organize stuff. That's why I've been selling off stuff that's value that I'm not really using. It's actually really hard to sell ham radios here, but like audio gear is a little easier sometimes. It just depends. But anyway, we're gonna probably just run this thing, and I don't know what to do with this. And maybe, God, I don't know. A lot of these, I just need like stuff boxed up and stored out of my way. Like that would be cool to just like, okay, I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't want it occupying space. You know what I mean?